thinking about doing a living room makeover, but you need a little bit of help or a little bit of inspiration? Well, I am going to show you my own living room makeover, which I would call extreme because we just bought this house and this is way different than it used to be. And I'm gonna show you everything I did from start to finish to make over my living room. This is one of the few rooms in the house that I feel like is almost done. And I'm gonna show you step by step what I did to make this room over. So as soon as the previous owners moved out, we basically started working, and we started with the paint, and we did the paint on the whole house. We also did new flooring throughout the house. And so those were the biggest renovations that we did. And we also changed out the lighting fixtures throughout the house. And then I also was able to bring in some of our furniture. I got some new furniture, so I'll show you guys all that. So the previous owners left the house with a beige and brown color scheme, and we decided we wanted to update the entire house and just paint the whole thing white. Basically, we used Greek Villa by Sherwin Williams, which is a sunny, creamy white, which I really love. And then we also decided to do flooring throughout the house, but we did this accent wall that is that gray. That was the inspiration pick. You see, it didn't turn out exactly that way because we have all that tile on it, and I'm going to talk about that later, of what we're going to do about that. But I just wanted to show you, just by painting it, that's a huge transformation, right? Just paint and flooring. And here's a shot with the flooring in. This was a Paradigm Plus in duck, and it just made a huge difference. The room seems taller, the room seems bigger. It just seems, there's the previous picture, it was just like almost like a cave. It was kind of dark and everything, and now we have a skylight that it's just so bright and light and open and airy in there. It really made a huge difference just doing those two things. So the fireplace is something that I was very torn on what to do, and I was actually under a state of duress whenever I had to choose this color. I had been traveling out of town due to a death in the family, and I actually had to pick this color without even being here, and just the painter was at the paint store and I had to name a color. So I did do Urbane Bronze by Sherwin Williams as this color. And the reason why I chose it is because I wanted to hide the TV a little bit, because if you would put white here and then you have this TV, it would really stand out and it'd look like, hey, you have this giant TV above your fireplace. And I know not everybody's a fan of having a giant TV, but my husband really likes TV, so I had to figure out what to do here. A lot of people probably would put their TV in more of a family room, and we do have a family room. It's an addition though, and this was a very big room, and I really love this room, and I wanted to be able to use this room, and so I thought, if we don't have a TV in here, or we have a small one, we're never gonna use this room. So I thought, how can I incorporate my TV? And so by painting the background dark, I can hide the TV a little bit. Now, the problem is this fireplace tile. So the fireplace tile, I did not really remember what color it was when I was picking the color of the accent wall. So this doesn't 100% go. And so what I'm probably going to do is paint this fireplace brick. And even though it is glass, apparently you can paint that, and you can get a really good primer and then just paint it. And so I'm gonna paint it the same color, the same Urbane Bronze, and there's a different tile down here, so they don't really match. And so I'm gonna do that at some point, so make sure you hit subscribe so you can see my fireplace tile redo DIY. And by the way, my name's Carrie and I'm a designer here at Penny Modern. And if you would like your own room makeover and you need a little bit of help, I have a free resource for you. It is a free room makeover planner and guide, and you can download it today at pennymodern.com/freebies, and you can basically use it. You can print it out, you can figure out what you want to keep, what you need to get, what the budget's going to be. You can redo the layout and everything. So make sure you download that today. It's pennymodern.com/freebies, link down in description. Here I am trying to configure the couches. This was a major challenge for me because we used a sectional that we already had from our other house because we could not afford to buy all new furniture. And this couch does not really work for the space. So I had to try it in so many combinations. You can see here the arms look funky, and that is because it is not really set up correctly, but this is what worked for the space. So sometimes you just got to make it work until you can save up money to buy a new couch. So I put a table there that's at the same height as the seat to try to make it look a little intentional. I might have to get a different kind of table. This sectional actually came with this huge ottoman, which is really kind of cool because you can actually push them together and kind of lay down and watch movies. So I like the functionality of it, but then it lacks a hard surface to use as a coffee table. So I'm going to show you guys in a little bit how I took care of that challenge. So now we get to do more of the fun part. I did some styling and I put these plants on either side of the fireplace. Part of it was to hide that speaker thing that we have, and I'm also going to work on some cord management to hide that cord over there. But I thought that these were a really nice way to add symmetry and just put matching plants on each or either side of the fireplace. Next up, we have throw pillows. So I have so many throw pillows, you guys, so I did not buy new ones. I just decided, hey, I'm gonna try to keep the ones I have and let's see which ones we can use for this space. So I wanted to bring in the cream off-white color, and I also wanted to bring in some gray or some black and stuff like that. So I did pick the gray and black and the cream, and decided to save the brown one for another chair that you're gonna see in a little bit. So next I did some styling for that side table, and I love using a tray, so I highly recommend using a tray and then putting some objects on it when you're putting things on a table. It just makes it super easy to figure out. And then do your rule of threes, where you take something, 3 different objects, do one of each height, so like a tall one, a middle height one, and then a short one. And that's just an easy way, an easy trick to remember when you're styling something, to put 3 objects together and do them in varying heights. And that's what I did here. I used that little black figurine that I got when I was traveling the world for a year and made it a little bit personal. And then here I am actually styling the coffee table tray that I bought, that I'll show you guys later what it matches in the room. And I really liked this tray because it's nice and large. You can put some drinks on it. I decided to put some succulents I already had on it, and I just wanted to pick up some of the colors that I was already using in the room. And again, I used that rule of threes, and I just put 3 little objects on it. Probably could do a little bit better than that, but one is a medium, one's a small, and one's a tall. So I wanted to show you guys how we incorporated some of the existing design features of this house into our living room design. So the first was this beautiful wood door, and this is, I was thinking about painting this black, but it's grown on me, so I don't want to paint it. So I just had to figure out, okay, how can I incorporate this color wood into my design? So one way I did is I actually bought this coffee table tray that has the wood, and then I also am using this pillow, and this is a fake leather pillow. And that way I'm repeating that same color throughout the room several times, and that is going to help make it seem cohesive. The other thing that I wanted to incorporate was the color black, because we do have a lot of different black fixtures throughout the house and black doorknobs and things like that. So this picture frame is black, and let me show you a couple of the other things that we had that were black accessories. So this little statue is black, and then we have the black table. This is the black coffee table from IKEA. And then we have that mirror, has black frame around it, and then this lamp has black, and then we also have this other light that's actually from Target is black, and the fireplace cover. So in terms of the brass or gold color, I really loved the chandelier. I wanted something that was classic but modern, and this really fit the bill. And I repeated the gold or brass color in just a few places here. The handles on my coffee table tray, and then I got this little side table, a little drink table to put next to my chair. And that way I am repeating that brass color 3 times. And so if you have something like that, you wanna make sure that you just repeat it at least 3 times. I wanted to show you guys the huge reveal and the final result. I am actually very proud of this. I hope you like it. Let me know down in the comments. Make sure you leave a like if you like our living makeover. And this was really functional for our family. That was the most important thing, as well as it looks good. And we had to work in our budget constraints. Yes, I would have loved to get everything new, but I did have to use some of the stuff we had. Here's that before picture. Everything was brown and beige and just really dark and dingy looking, and now it's light and bright, and I feel it's very modern and airy. And not everything's perfect. We got the TV, we got the fireplace, accent wall, but we love it and we watch TV in here all the time. This is the biggest room in our house, so that was the most important thing to me, that we were able to use this room every day. So I am very happy with the result. Love to hear what you guys think down below. There is a little bit more coming up, so don't leave yet. I did have that picture. I've gotten that at an estate sale, so I've had that huge picture for a long time. I do recommend large scale art if you are gonna put art in your room. I do love that ottoman too. I'm gonna create a little entryway station over by the front door to put backpacks and shoes, and I can hide them in that ottoman. I love the lighting. Most of the other rooms have a ceiling fan, and for this room I decided to do that brass chandelier, and I wanted something modern but yet traditional, and it really fit the bill. And I love my little chair. I have it over there for a little reading nook. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about my living room makeover. Let me know if this was helpful, like sharing my thought process and everything down in the comments below. And then also let me know what you think about painting the tile on my fireplace. Do you think I should paint it, or do you think I should leave it? I want to know in the comments below what your thoughts are. So if you'd like even more inspiration to do your own living room makeover, make sure you watch this video right here. It's going to give you tons more inspiration and images, and also some trends on living room design. So watch that right now.